I'm still talking about the moon. I love the moon. So this article is called Explore Deeply: The Spiritual Significance of a Lunar Eclipse on the Full Moon. This article was written October 25th, 2022. So they wrote it before the eclipse happened in November. But you know, it's election day. It's election day tomorrow, so you have to vote. So I am on my laptop. I'm on my laptop and I'm reading the article. I'm gonna put the article in the description box so you could check on it. It's a lot of information, but it has a lot of information in reference. I'ma just go. Although many of us hear the call of our inner desires and dreams, it is often difficult to find the path forward to our own awakening. Learning to explore deeply is opening to the ultimate possibility of life, of your life. Your internal awakening opens the door to a truly unimaginable possibility. It's like you can do anything. You have to know that. And it's like the world out here, they just want to put you in a box and make you think you can't do anything. No, you can do anything. You could do anything. You could do everything. Everything you want to do, you could do it. There's nobody stopping you but you. It's like you could sit there and listen to everybody that's going to sit there and knock you down, and you can let them knock you down, or you can get up and you can move forward, and they don't have to be your friend. Plain and simple. They don't have to be your friend. They don't have to be a part of your life, of your future, of your blessings. They don't have to be a part, and you don't have to share. It's more for you. Back to the article. When you learn to explore deeply, you uncover your true power and gifts, are able to find meaning in your past failures. This is when you begin to believe in yourself again, and that is when you become more powerful beyond belief. When you realize like you control everything in your life, like you have to realize that like you control your life. Nobody controls your life. Like it's whatever you want to do, whatever you're thinking, whatever you want. It's not whoever you're with, what they want for you. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Our life purpose is to use our own personal transformation to help transform society. In exploring deeply our own divinity and purposeful gifts, one can find the guidance and resources to bring to life the most extraordinary of dreams. So, with this article, I'm going to include the link in the description box so you can check it out because they have a lot of things. It's about self awareness and doing things for yourself and knowing yourself, and learning from your failures. Like things can happen and things knock you down, but don't stay knocked down. Like, oh hell no. Like you get back up and you keep going, you keep pushing forward. No matter what happens, you always have to move forward. You don't want to stay stuck. I'm in New York City. I'm in New York City and it's noisy. I apologize. It is 8:38 in the morning and they already started. Doesn't matter the time I come on. It's the noise is always there. But back to this article. Eclipses are harbingers of change. They usher in evolution. That's change. The full moon lunar eclipse on November 8th may be ushering in a revolution. Lunar eclipses are viewed in astrology as being deeply transformative times that can bring abrupt and sudden change. While this is true, there is another side to eclipses that is important to remember. Eclipses are the cosmic helping hand of the universe. So it's planetary changes, planetary movements. It happens naturally. Nothing makes things happen. It happens naturally, and you just have to pay attention. You pay attention. Pay attention so you know what's up. You know when things are changing. You know the moon cycles. You know what's coming. You know what to look forward to. Like this is a time you can look forward to your blessings coming in. All the things that you have been manifesting, into your life, all these good, positive things into your life, you have been manifesting it. You have been praying for it. You have been wishing for it. This is what you have been waiting for. You're going to get it. You're going to get everything you have been manifesting. And that's why you're not supposed to be sitting there and doing bad things to people, because all the bad things that you have been doing, it's going to come back to you. That's it is what it is. Back to the article. At a lunar eclipse, the shadow of the earth falls across the fence of the moon, bringing unconscious feelings to the surface, grounding them in reality. Eclipses come in pairs, and so the energy of this cycle began October 25th with a partial solar eclipse on the new moon. The completion of this cycle will now be on the full moon. Lunar eclipses are culminations of emotional cycles that have run their course, and they encourage us to let go of emotions and attachments that are no longer serving us. So that is, release what is no longer serving you. So this began October 25th. October 25th, that was probably the new moon. The new moon, that's the dark moon. That's when the moon, you don't see it. There's no illumination. That is the time that you should be manifesting the things that you want. So when the new moon comes in, the full moon is when the moon is full and it's fully illuminated. It's at 100%. So now all the things that you have been manifesting since the new moon on October, it's gonna come in. Like, you're gonna get it. Like, all these good things are gonna be coming in, and you're gonna be so happy. You're gonna be happy. It sucks to be them, right? Who have been manifesting fuck shit for I don't know how long. Like, it sucks to be them, because all that negative energy they have been putting out into the universe is gonna come back to them, and they're gonna have to live in that. Back to the article. A lunar eclipse can be extremely powerful time for cleansing our emotional waters and setting intentions for the renewal and rejuvenation in the upcoming months. Because the energetic cycles of the lunar eclipse tend to extend through the period of the next 3 months after that. It's always cleansing. You always have to spiritually cleanse yourself, clear your mind, clear your thoughts, do your spiritual baths, your salt cleansings, all that to cleanse your energy. Keep yourself free from all that toxic, negative. It's like, just keep your walls up. In a lunar eclipse, the earth momentarily blocks the illumination from the sun that creates a full moon, resetting the current emotional cycle and allowing the shadow to reveal what is hidden in our subconscious, or keeping us blocked from seeing more clearly. So it's probably things that you don't think about, things that are probably in the back of your mind. So the things that you don't think about, it's going to come up. It's going to come forward. You're going to be able to analyze it or to see it in a different way and to understand a little bit better. What have you been doing? Like, have you, the spiritual aspects of the moon represents our deep emotional tides. And so when the shadow passes over the moon, temporarily ceasing the illumination, that means that it stops shining for a brief moment, because we're going through an eclipse of our emotional being. There's an opportunity to reveal and transform our current emotional state. We're always changing, and you have to be okay with change. You can't be stuck in the old, because times are always changing. Like, things in the 1950s and now we're in 2022. Like, you don't act the same way you did in the 1950s. Like, no, you have to evolve, you have to adapt, you have to grow into the times. Things are always changing, and you have to be able to keep up. The good thing about eclipses is that generally you can trust the direction they are guiding you in. Eclipses may help to bring about events in your life that are part of the cosmic plan. But it's not that the eclipse makes something happen in your life, but that you have the ability to see things more clearly than you have before. These are important times for reflection upon your life, what you need to let go of and move on from. So, like, take time and think about what you don't want in your life anymore. Like, you don't want this in your life, then let it go. Let it go and move forward. We always have to move forward. Eclipses are rare because they can only take place when the sun, the earth, and the moon are all aligned. They they always happen in groups of 2 or 3. A lunar eclipse happens when the moon and the sun are on the exact opposite sides of the earth. There are 4 to 7 eclipses every calendar year. Typically, there are 2 eclipse seasons. Year 2022 has had 4 eclipses, 2 solar eclipses and 2 lunar eclipses. After the partial solar eclipse on October 25th, we'll experience the full cycle of a total lunar eclipse on November 8th. That's tomorrow. Total lunar eclipses are sometimes called blood moons because of the reddish orange glow the moon takes on during the eclipse. So that's why they call it the blood moon, because we have the sun, we have the moon, and then we have the earth in the middle, and then they're all aligned. They're all aligned together. So then that's how you have your eclipse, your lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, Back to the article. Embracing change and honoring life cycles. The energy of a full moon is always that of the cycle, coming to a crescendo or completion of its influence and essence. The full moon is an opportunity to let go of an aspect of your emotional experience that you have outgrown, and a time for anchoring in a new maturity or wisdom that was gained in the previous cycle. It is a perfect time for releasing something that no longer serves you. So this is a time to let go. Let go of all the things that have been holding you back, all the things that's stressing you out, all the things that's bothering you. Let it go. You don't have to deal with it. You are the master of your life. No one controls you. You are free. You are free. You can do whatever you want to do with your life. It's your life. Like, it's no one else's life but your own. You have to know that. You have to take control of your own life. Back to the article. Endings are necessary in order to make way for the new, and a lunar eclipse is the final purge or cleansing of an emotional cycle. If something needs to be gone from your life, if something needs to come to an end, an eclipse can help you set the intention of completion in concrete in the external world. So this article is mostly about endings, releasing all the things that do not serve you, all the things that are holding you back, all the things that are driving you crazy. Let that shit go and move forward and be happy and have a good life. Every single moon brings a chance to embrace changes. Life is always changing. Things are always changing. Let go and cultivate a greater connection with the divine. I believe we can experience connection with the divine by simply being mindful and present to the cycles of nature, the seasons, and life all around us. Like, the person that's writing this article, I see things the same way as this person. Like, we can all be divine. Like, it takes you have to experience your connection with nature, cycles of nature, the seasons. Like, life is all around us. You have to pay attention. By developing a spiritual practice that is founded in earth-based wisdom and honoring the cycles of the moon and seasonal cycles of change and growth, we can live a longer peace and harmony in our daily lives. So why are you always happy? Why are you always happy? Because I don't sit there and hold on to negative shit. Like, if it's not good for me, I don't care. I let it go. Like, it does not hurt me to let it go. Like, letting go makes life better, makes life easier, makes life peaceful. Like, I want to be peaceful. Like, if you're not adding to my peace, then you have to go. And it doesn't bother me to let things go, let people go. I let go. I don't hold no, what do you call it? Like, I don't want to hold on to anything that is toxic, that is negative, and that doesn't make me feel good. Like, if it's not making me a better person, then I leave. I always leave. Like, it's, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about it. And then the people just angry because I left. And it's like, yo, like, all you had to do was treat me right. You can't treat me right, then I gotta go. Sorry, I gotta go. Back to the article, like, the full moon is a time to release attachments, release it, or blocks and barriers to your worthiness, and open ourselves to a greater receiving and inspiration. The energy of a full moon is always that of a cycle coming to a height of its current resonance. Whatever you needed to let go of, whatever changes you needed to make, an eclipse of the full moon can help you release and let go and open to the new. You know, release what doesn't serve you. Let that shit go. You know, because if you're holding on to something negative, something negative, something toxic, and then you have something new that's right there. It's right there. It's not going to come in because you're holding on to the past, toxic, negative. You're holding on to trash. Let that shit go. Throw that shit out. Like, no. And receive these new things that are coming in. Like, the new is not going to come in if you keep holding on to the past. So I let shit go. I do not care. I'll be like, you know what? Something better is going to come. Like, bye, I got to go. No, I'm not doing this. That's how I go. That's my mindset. I let shit go. And I'm open to the new. Like, I'm ready to receive good things into this life. So doing a small personal ritual on the full moon, lunar eclipse, like lighting a candle or writing an intention down on paper and burning it, can help you to engage the energies of release and usher in new changes. So I always light candles. I burn candles every day. I always have a candle lit in my house. If the candle is not lit, I'll be like, oh, I gotta buy more candles and light. You know, I'm always burning candles. You know, I'm connected. Like, I like to burn the candles and to write in the candles and do all that stuff. And I put my energy into it. And then when the moon is out, it's just even stronger. The energy of the lunar eclipse will last through the beginning of the new year. So you have all of the rest of this year, all the way through March. It will open a gateway of energy that can be productive, active, and positive when you engage consciously with the shadow sides of self that may reveal to you during the eclipse. This is a time to really reflect on your life. Change is constant. Change is always going to happen. We talk about growth and change and letting go of the things that no longer serve us with hope. But the reality is, change is uncomfortable and can bring up a lot of fear of the unknown. Don't be scared. Like, don't be scared to let things go. Like, trust in the divine, trust God, trust the universe, that things are going to be okay. Like, you're supposed to let it go and something better is gonna come, and you believe that, like, something better is gonna come. You don't have to hold on to toxic things and things that hurt you because you don't want to receive change. A lot of people hold on to things because they're scared of getting anything new, or they don't want to start new, or they don't want to start over, you know. I'm 43. I quit my job of 14 years. I was working for the Bronx Supreme Courthouse, and it was a stable job, a government job. I worked for the state. It was a good job, benefits, I had everything, but I quit, you know, because it wasn't what I wanted to do with myself and with my life. I felt like it was no longer serving me. So I let the job go, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be all right. Like, I believe that. Like, I'm going to be all right. And things are going to get better. I'm going to be better. And it's a matter of time. It's your faith, it's your belief. And it's like, I don't know what's going to happen.